Welcome to today's episode and guide, my friends, here for Cookie Alliance Season 2-9 Expert Mode. We're going to take you all the way through Fire of Fate, and we're going to do it with one team here today. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I love making these free-to-play player guides for you. If you enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. On top of that, feel free to join us in our amazing community and Discord server. And if you got a question, if you got a comment, let me know because I'd love to hear from you as always. Let's get into it here. Fire of Fate. Previously to this one, we did do a zoom. What does that mean? We went through all the way from the lovely Ember of Fate to Flame of Fate, and now we're on Fire of Fate in terms of our guide. So that one is available to you down below. If you got questions, like I said, let me know. On top of that, we'll give you the 4 T's. That's the tactics, the team, the treasure, and the toppings in order to help you succeed and get by Cookie Alliance here Season 2-9. Now, those timestamps are available to you down below so that you can find the portion of today's video that's going to make sense for you. All right, so let's get into it here. Couple fun things about this. Now at Expert, A, not only does it get a little bit harder, B, we do have some new suggested here in terms of elemental types, which is great. When you get this far, unlike me, as you can see, I haven't invested in any of them, and we can get by the lovely Expert without any investment with my particular team. Now, I just like to call that out because with my team, you can absolutely put some of these investments in. We'll talk about that here in a second. Additionally, you have these effects. You got attack speed down, you got poison, you got enemies attack speed up, you have defense down and cooldown up. Your wave rewards are these. If you get all the way through it, 303, good for you. Well done. That's what the goal is for today. Now, fun tip and trick when you get to the end, if you can't quite get through the next round, make sure that you use up that ticket and take advantage of collecting all the artifact points possible and continue to increase your artifact score to help, well, your investment, to help your teams. It makes a huge difference as you progress. So just calling a couple of those things out. Now, again, we do have one team here for you today, so let's get into it. If you've caught my other episodes already, we were able to make it through with this particular team. So I will break it down for you in today's episode as always. Now, I'm also going to give you some swaps after we walk through this so that you can feel comfortable if you don't have Mystic Flower in particular or Stormbringer, because I get a lot of comments on that. We'll give you some alternative options here. So first and foremost, really this idea is around damage between Creme Brulee and Frost Queen, additional supporting damage here with the lovely Stormbringer. Our lovely, I'll say lovely all the time, Financier Cookie is really for additional support, kind of split in the front end in terms of that double defense kind of comp. And the waves coming in, and then additionally giving you survival support for yourself back here. Now, in terms of healing, we only need Mystic Flower. Mystic Flower is able to make it happen for us. Now, for me as a free-to-play player, we were able to get this in Gacha. I did put together the free-to-play guide for you as well. Now, again, with all the changes going on, we should hopefully have more. And again, the last 2 weeks, as I always say, gives you a good opportunity to get this cookie through the pity. So calling those things out there. If you do get this version here, because we do have 25 days left, should make Mystic Flower available to you, depending on when you're watching this, which is why I'm calling that out. Now, 1 healer, 2 real damage dealers, 2 kind of defense. That's how we're getting all the way through. Now, things like Creme Brulee and Financier are available to you in the mileage shop. Obviously, these 2 are not epic cookies. Well, 3 are not epic cookies. So that does make a little bit of a difference. However, if you're going to swap some things up, excuse me, I am allergic to anything above epic cookies here today. If you're going to swap some of these things up, big things to know is damage dealer, healer, another kind of front end damage dealer. So what does that mean in terms of other options? Cream Puff can be a good one here for you. In terms of heal, you could also use Parfait as some other examples there for you. Snapdragon also as well for the buffs. You could switch in White Lily here with Snapdragon, playing off those 2, maybe throw an Elder Fairy here as some additional options for you. It's also going to depend on the power level of your cookie, your research, those kinds of things as well. Now, in terms of Stormbringer, one of you have commented as well on the previous video, which was awesome. I want to give you a nice quick shout out because I think this is really sweet that you took this team and continue to run with it. Now, those things that you did do was amazing, and so I believe that you get a nice shout out for that. and it is, where are you? I want to find it right here to Maddie 10 Kersley. I want to give that a call out. You use Pitaya rather than Stormbringer, so congratulations. I wanted to call that out. That is a great swap, and obviously you watched my video and made that change, and I wanted to share that change here with the community. So that's something that you can consider instead of Stormbringer. So those are some ideas, tips, and tricks when it comes to this particular team, and some swaps that you can utilize for this particular team. I like to call it out because you are great at asking questions, and thank you for your comments. Now, in terms of our treasures here, we are on attack and cooldown with the whistle. A couple things that you could consider instead. You could try robes. You could go regular crit. You could also go a little bit more on the defensive side with Disciples Magic Scroll. You could also try some healing stuff like Monocle as well if you need it, or this Monocle up here as another example. And on top of that, Sleepy as Jelly Watch, giving you some alternative ideas here with your treasures. Then when it comes to gear, as always, we have all the toppings and Beascuit guides for you available here on the channel. You can check that out in our playlist. Generally, we're going to recommend Radiant Resonant, and in terms of Beascuits, the stuff that's going to match like Resolute Tainted for those particular cookies where it makes sense. Let's keep that in mind. Generally, in terms of our Beascuits, we're going to be on Legendary. We have a trick between 20 and 30 as well for upgrading that you can check out here on the channel. Not going to spoil it here for you in this episode. Other things in terms of our Beascuits, typically, unlike this one, will generally be on 3 to 4. I recommend if you can get 3 to 4, particularly here at Expert, it's going to make a big difference. This one's a big investment that I made in this one to make it like this for Stormbringer. So things to keep in mind. Now, this one is at 30. This one is not. This one's actually a ways away. And actually, Financier Cookie is a little bit more on the weaker side for me, which gives something for you as well to consider on how you line up your team, which if it's better than this, that's definitely going to help. You're going to want to be on cooldown here because you want to keep that survivability for the team. Here we're on crit. In terms of Frost Queen, we're actually on cooldown. As well. I got great damage resist bypass, great attack as well. You could try the attack there if you wanted. Creme Brulee, we're certainly on attack, and in terms of our Beascuit, we do have a lot more room to grow. Again, only at 20, and these two here. However, on the good old Flower, Mystic Flower, we do have some nice stuff here with 4. Great on cooldown because you want that focus on cooldown. You can check out our guide on that. And then cooldown there as well. So lots of room for improvement in this team, which gives you some opportunity as well in terms of what you want to play around with. If just in curiosity, you're looking for some other stuff, I'm going to flash through these real quickly so that you can see it and have some other options as backup in case your team is not fully baked as this one, to give you some other ideas as well to help you get by. So that, my friends, is the tactics, the team, the treasure, and the toppings in order to help you succeed and get by expert mode here in Cookie Alliance. We will run it with this one team to show you, and then additionally you have artifacts that you can put to your disposal. If you're going to use this particular team, certainly go light, certainly go electric, and certainly go frost. Key things. Now, the only problem there is you only got electricity here and only electricity there. So if you do want to make that investment in some of those other cookies, those are some things to consider for this. And I may make another guide for you here of a little bit more of a wider range team that you can consider to help you get through as well when we stack against the elementals. So stay tuned for that. All right, here we go, my friends. It is time for us to go for the run with our team and show you exactly how this is going to work. As always, we got swag and merch available. Great way to support the channel. Thank you. So as you can see here, water elemental is going to be key. Makes a big difference, at least out of the gate, for our first wave here. Well, chapter, wave 4. There you go, right on through Rye. Into wave 5. Now here we have fire, and I'm calling these out so that you can consider again as you're kind of running through these pieces what you may want to be investing in for your cookies like this one. Pitaya Dragon would be great here for chapter 2 as an example. So again, a nice call out there for that comment and that swap. All right, here we go. Continue to make progress to Mangosteen Captain here for us. Taking a little bit of damage there, as you can see. Let's keep going, team. There we go. Now, in between there, you can certainly use Mystic Flower to get some of that healing back, just like that. Now, this is and can be a fully blown auto team. Now, my other piece here is you probably are going to want to be close to my power level. That will certainly make a big difference for you as you kind of assess your team and capabilities for your run. All right, Chapter 3, Wave 11. Here we go with Mango Cookie this time. Making our way through. I think a little bit over halfway now. All right, poison time it is. And there we go with that one. On to wave 15 here. Strawberry Crepe Cookie as the boss for this particular wave. This one definitely taking a little bit more damage here. Time is going to be of the essence as well, my friends. On to the next chapter, Chapter 5. And here's where electricity matters, and again, the cooldown up. There we go. And here we go, my friends. The Harpoon Captain MK2. And that, my friends, is all she wrote here. Getting through it in about 3 minutes. So some amazing Wave 20 rewards for us are now unlocked. And that is then the completion of Expert Mode here for you today. Love it, love it, love it. Now, when I first completed this did get us to about the top 5,000, which is great. Certainly, it is a team that's going to help you get by the Expert Mode as well and allow you to collect the Fire of Fate reward here. Then move on up to Master Inferno of Fate. With that, my friends, I hope you enjoyed today's episode and guide and team for you here. One team to conquer it all in Expert Mode in Cookie Alliance 2-9. We gave you some of the 4 T's, as always, the tactics, the team, the treasure, and the toppings. We also gave you some other ideas and swaps and areas for improvement and talked a little bit more about the artifacts and where you can invest your stuff. With that, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and on top of that, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs. On top of that, my friends, thank you to all of the members. As always, we do have memberships available to you. On top of that, we have affiliate links and a swag and merch store, all nice ways to support the channel, and I truly appreciate that. Don't forget my socials, @me, chat me, my friends. Stay connected. We got a ton of CookieRun Kingdom content on here and more coming your way all the time. And I love showcasing your stuff and talking about that, just like we did in today's comments with our lovely Pitaya Dragon swap, and we love it. With that, we'll see you again soon. Get out there, enjoy Cookie Alliance and the Expert Mode, because now you have a guide to take it all down. And with that, keep on running.